we are super excited to announce version 1.2.1, both for iOS and macOS. There's a lot of new features that is coming out with this version, but one of them is run of show. Think run of show as your ticket to live production. So let's take a deep dive in here and see what all it can do. So on the left side, we'll click run of show, and then your next menu here, your next window is going to be all of your different shows. So I populated just a couple of examples for this list. So Stadium Tour, this is actually Post Malone's Stadium Tour that I found online for an example. So you can do your labeling here. It shows how many songs or how many items are in this event, the total time, start time, and then this has all of the songs or all of the events, speaking, whatever you might want to put in that. So you can add in the time, the name of the item, who might be that main person with speaking or singing that song. Any notes, you can move them up and down or obviously delete the item. Scrolling down is a stage plot, so you can add items here. You can do just a basic rectangle with an arch front, rectangle, or a round stage. This is just your list of all your items for your stage plot. The next section is run of show live. This is a live timer that as the show goes on, it advances and shows what is current, how long until that item is over based on these times up here. And then as that item is over, this next button is clicked and it goes to the next item, shows any of the show notes for each item, and then your overall list on the left side here. So if we go ahead and hit start, it starts to count down. Let's just say that song or that speaking event ended. You can hit next and it just keeps going down. As you hit next, reset takes it back to the beginning and basically stops it. And then it shows what time this show is going to end based on what time it starts. So it is this box is green as the time is still in the positive time. As soon as it hits 0 and if the item keeps going, this box turns red, shows a negative, and it keeps counting. So it shows how long something ran over. Here's another example here. A couple songs, times, stage plot, and then again, run of show live. Patch sheet, you got all your items here. Inputs, you have some outputs here, any type of notes, that could be what type of mic, DI, all those types of things, wired, wireless, change the order here. And then the next newest item on this version is going to be NDI. So you'll see these green check boxes over here. Let's take a quick look at that. So under settings, you go to NDI and you can create live feeds. So I have just a bunch of random feeds here. You can pick what you want to show. In this example, patch sheet video, you can label it. You can change the orientation if you wanted to, and then you can set the scale. So you can do your run of show live and then pick which show you're currently on. And you can have as many as you want. I just have 5 up here, just some random ones, that you could easily add another one. And let's just call this tickets. You can click tickets. This ticket window here becomes an NDI feed. So if you were working in the office or something and you just wanted your ticket queue displayed on a big screen, TV screen or whatever, you can display that. But going back to like a live output for production, if you wanted your front of house audio engineer to have the patch sheet, you can set up an audio patch sheet. You could also set this up where this NDI feed is backstage, and based on these check marks, that's what will show up on the NDI feed. So if you only wanted to display microphones to show backstage in the green room or whatever, who gets which mic, they don't really care that, kick is in input 1. You can just uncheck these and only display microphones. So then backstage only knows what microphone they have, or maybe what in-ear pack. Same thing with video. If you wanted to show a video just to a producer or something like that. Same thing with lighting. So going back to there. Stage plot, again, you could have that backstage so everybody knows like where they're standing or where they're setting up at as an NDI feed. Also, you could shoot this to an iPad or an iPhone, as long as they have an NDI app and they're on the same Wi-Fi, they get all these feeds no matter what. So run of show is just this section here, just like an overall quick shot view of your event, which could be a church service, could be a concert, could be a corporate event, fundraiser, whatever it might be. You could just have an overall view for anyone that's involved. They can just pull it up somewhere on their phone or have it on a backstage screen and see what's coming up, or just a brief overview. Live is the run of show live. So as this timer counts down and advances, it shows that in real time. Basically, it's this full window here, which is pretty sweet. And then, yeah, video patch sheet. But again, you can have as many as you want, as little as you want. Tickets, you can have lots of options there. The next pretty sweet feature is MIDI. So we have set up the run of show live, the start and restart button, the previous and next button, and reset button to be controlled by MIDI. So this can be set by a phone with a little MIDI app. You can set this up as a user-defined key on a front of house console, lighting console. You could do this on a Pro Tools MIDI note, or you could do an Ableton note from tracks. So it just automatically advances, so your producer or nobody has to really think about it. But again, you could also set it up where it's a Stream Deck and you have a producer that just pushes a button and advances the show as the show goes on. And another feature is you can export the run of show or the stage plot on a PDF or JPEG version, so you can just quickly, get your full event typed out here with the correct times, everything's set, and then stage plot, export those. Let's just say you're not in a venue or a setup where you have NDI. You build this set once and you just export it, print it, you can email it, text message, whatever, send it off to everybody so they know what's going on, what time, and all that stuff.